So before you joined our program, what were you doing? What was your situation?
Sure. Before I joined the program, I had been employed by the largest toy manufacturer in the world, and I had actually just been laid off. So I had been, you know, in the process of beginning a search, and yeah, that's what I was doing right before. I was doing product development in terms of a job title.
Cool. So product development, and you were recently went through a layoff, and then after that, how did you hear about us? What led you to us?
Sure. So actually, a business partner and good friend of mine had been doing some digging for, I guess, for his career as he's still employed and looking to get to the next level. And he came across your information and shared it with me. And that's how I set up the first call, and we went from there.
Cool. Okay. So after you joined us, so with the whole coaching, the application support, what was your overall experience with the program, working with the coaches, working with the agent?
Yeah. So the overall experience was really good. Everything that we discussed was delivered on the jobs are posted in a timely manner. I followed the process, and one of the key pieces of the process is also making sure that as an individual, you're doing your own legwork as well, to fortify the approach to finding a job. The job coach was awesome. It was less of a coaching for me and more of a, hey, am I crazy about this? Or can you believe like this type of process I just went through? Or I've been ghosted by this people, and got some really good nuggets about just like the internal working sometimes of how HR might operate and why this may have happened. Less interview prep because I've done this a couple of times before, so interviewing is kind of a strong suit of mine.
Perfect, perfect. Yeah, so sounds like you had a positive experience and you were a great client, right? So talking with the team as well, just getting their feedback about you, we really like to tell our clients the idea of joint effort. So beyond the coaching, the initial coaching sessions, developing and helping you with the resume, cover letter, LinkedIn, we provide the additional 300 application support as a complimentary feature. And then you also, we also recommend you and encourage you to apply alongside us for joint effort. And you did a brilliant job there. So you got a couple of interviews from your side, and we got a bunch of interviews from our side. And then eventually you landed your offer.
Mhm.
So tell us about your final outcome. So your new offer.
Yeah, so I landed a role. I actually got a chance to stay local, and it was a pay increase. I actually have direct reports again, which is going to be awesome. And I'm a part of the senior leadership team. So I would say it was probably about a 10-15% pay increase. And yeah,
Amazing.
nothing has changed physically in my personal life. Family gets to stay put where we are, and it's just amazing how that worked out. Although most of the interviews that I've gotten, through your service and even on my own had been, for companies that might have required us to uproot and move. This kind of just fell into our lap and worked out.
Perfect. So I'm glad everything worked out for you. So yeah, I mean, it all depends on, the different opportunities we have. That's why having a pipeline can be really good. So having multiple interviews coming in, having that recurring practice with different companies, just making you feel more confident. Eventually you got a really good offer. So congratulations once again. Final question for you, Kofi. Would you recommend us to other people friends, relatives?
Yes, yes, I would. Um, I would be selective on type of person I would recommend it to. Again, you have to meet it 50-50. You have to be a self-starter, honestly. Like you have to pretend like this doesn't exist while it's happening in the background. I mean, there were days where I was applying to 20, 30 applications a day. But you have to be very regimented about it on your own to preserve your mental health. You set time, you don't go over the time each day, and you just apply, and this is just the icing on the top.
100%. In the end of the day, we want to be like your partner in this. So we want to just support you, be an extension of what you're already doing, and to help you with the right coaching and strategy. So, again, thank you so much for your time, Kofi. Thank you so much for sharing your experience. Really appreciate you.
Absolutely, my pleasure.